Now, today I also got a phone call because remember I told you guys I was looking for legal action. And I ended up speaking to different lawyers, and they weren't giving me good enough information. They said they couldn't really pursue a case for me, even though they said my car is technically under the Magnuson Act. From what was told to me was that they weren't trying to look into recourse. One law firm told me they really only going to try it for 30 days, 90 days. If your car is there for 90 days, they'll take it on. Another lawyer told me, or intern, whatever, not intern, paralegal told me they will take it if the car been there 4 times. So I'm saying, ask them, isn't there a time frame here? Isn't it 30 days? They said, yeah, but we rather wait for you to been there 4 times, even though it's a used car under warranty, or they would rather do 90 days. Cool. So I get a phone call from a law office in Connecticut that still have me on file. I guess they were checking back today, and they said, hey, have you got your car back? I said, no, it's been 63 days. So they actually gave me additional information. So they said to me, based on information, okay, well, we did tell you about a month ago you had 30, it took only 30 days. But now that we know it's been 60 days and it still hasn't been fixed, all right, we feel more comfortable taking it on. So she asked me some additional questions, and I shared with her the issue. And she told me a couple of information. She said, well, New York State, once again, doesn't have a lemon law protection on used cars. It's more through arbitration. Cool. But she said because of the Magnuson Act, she can still go after it. So she said there should be 2 things that would either happen, left or right. She have to get in contact with her attorney, well, their lawyer, to get more clarity. But because the car, what would happen is this. Either one, Mercedes will buy the car back for the full price I paid, or 2, buy the car back for the full price I paid, depending on how much mileage or how much time I've driven the car. So, let's say I bought the car a year ago, and then a year later this happened, they will actually deduct a certain amount of money off the total payment they will pay, because it's like you driven the car and then something happened. But because I purchased the car and then it broke a week later, there's really won't be any deductions. Cool. They said in that case they will buy the car back the full price, the car, the taxes, pretty much buy the car fully out on any payments that I made. I said, okay, cool. The next action, she said, which she don't believe may not be right, is some people, I guess it's a different fork in the road. She said that there's people who had a specific issue, say something like what I'm dealing with, the transmission issue, and because the manufacturer took so long to fix the car and the amount of time frame, that they could actually recoup all those payments, recoup any money spent on like taxi cabs or driving other vehicles, or just pretty much get back a portion of the money I spent on the vehicle to actually buy it and like start driving the car. So technically I put down like $5,000 on the car, and then I was kind of forced to buy the extended warranty, because as a second cost, as a secondary as a way to protect myself, because I was gonna get screwed if I didn't, kinda, and they didn't want to do it through good grace. So I already spent like $10K on that, and then I already had spent about 2 months of payments on the car, which are about $1,400. So you guys could already add up how much money I spent in 2.5 months for a car I have not driven. Yes, guys, I bought a Q50 for the price of what I paid in the last goddamn 2 months. Anyways, 3.72 at that, or 2.0T. So moving forward, she said, but that's probably not going to be the case, because she said that would be something more on if the car was paid off. But because the car is financed, which she's going to get clarity about, she said it's actually a little different. So I said, okay, cool. So she said she's going to go speak to the attorney about it and see what would be the angle that he would want to go. Or I don't want to say he or she, whatever age we live in, gender X, I don't know. Which the direction they would want to go. So at this moment, still up in the air. So pretty much the update is, looks like midweek to next week Friday, and I may actually have legal position to go get the car paid off. Now, for the people who made it to the last part of the video, now I don't have if I do have legal costs to actually have them buy the car out and pay me back my money, right? Essentially, I'm walking away with a car with a brand new motor and brand new transmission and pretty much fully warranted, which is kind of cool. But then I'm kind of sour in my mouth from this whole situation because I just want my car back. Like, I just honestly want my car back. So because I purchased my car when the interest rates were still a little high, which is still a little high. I've been telling you guys for the last 6 months to 9 months that the car market is starting to do some corrections. So now that it's been about almost 3 months later, I went back to look at prices of 2019 E63s. And I've been seeing more affordable E63s now. I'm not saying a huge amount of, and I'm going to be very careful when I say this. There are E63s available. They do have higher mileage. So I've seen 2019s in the 60s already and in the mid to low 70s. So that's the higher mileage. My mileage is around 30,000. The ones that are around 30,000 are mid 70s to low 80s, which is kind of right around where I'm at. I bought my car pretty much as one of the only ones really available at the price for what was coming for it. But now I can see the market might have dropped at least 5 to 6 grand. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm financing a car for so much money. Because technically I spent $13,000 or $12,000 to $13,000 already. And I already still probably owe like $75 on the car. And at this point, I'm like, if they could pay me back for all of the money I paid, I'll just go out there, be a little bit. I was really patient for the E63, but I'll just sit there and take my time, and I'll just get another car for. Well, first thing I want a second car for the channel, regardless. I'll get a second car for the channel, and then I'll just be patient and wait, and see. Maybe I'll hop into a GT63. Maybe I might hop into an M5 next, or something more imperial. Like, cause right now I don't have that love for the car for me to want to keep it. And I'll just have to wait and see what I do next week when I get the car back, or to see if there's actually how long this lengthy process even takes if I even choose to go that route. Because once you get back the car and they could still pursue the case for it, it takes 2-3 months. It could take longer than that. And for the time being, I'll drive my car. And if it gets closed and they say they'll pay the car and they come take it back, then I'll make that decision when I get there if I choose to go that route. At least for that time being, maybe prices will correct. And remember, I was looking into GT63s, and now I really like the E63, but now because I didn't get the one exactly what I want, like once again, I didn't want racing seats. I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't want racing seats. I didn't want the carbon trim. I didn't want ceramic brakes, but I did want it, but I wanted to try to get it for the best entry point price. And for the time being, the market was still weird. I didn't have enough position to be able to demand that. But now, where I'm at, I'm like, you know what? Let's look into this. Maybe the next car I choose to buy, if I do go that route, I'll have to get like a 2020 or 2021 E63, which is when the 2021 is when they change the body style, or I would have to, if I get a GT63, I would probably have to get one that either have extended warranty from factory already, that's transferable, or get like a 2020 GT63 for right around the entry point of like low 90s or mid to low 80s. So maybe the market will correct on those very soon. Maybe I'll hop into one of those. Because at this point, I miss fast cars. And yeah, whenever you guys get to see this video, man, y'all going to be like, man, Boost is out here hurting. This is why he was in front of a goddamn camera this whole time. Just talking about the news, because he ain't have no goddamn car. It's goddamn right, ain't got no goddamn car. So outside of that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. I really appreciate you guys for tapping with your boy Boost. You can add me at BoostEmotion.g, Facebook. Also, send me an email at BoostEmotion@gmail.com if you have any information on how to rectify the situation. So outside of that, I appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost Emotion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.